Oh my goodness. So, how's your Friday the 13th going? I will tell you how mine is while I get ready for work without my hairbrush because I'm pretty sure it's gone. Okay, well, last night, before Friday the 13th even started, oh, I gotta even put the shit in my hair first. My daughter and I worked yesterday, and we went home. It was like she was like super tired. You could see how tired she was. The poor kid pours 600 grams of salt in the remoulade mix instead of 30 grams. So, because she misread it, it was supposed to be 600 grams of egg. Not salt. So, she had to redo it, and she's not a cook, like she really isn't, and her cuts take a long time, and they were crap, but that's beside the point. Okay, there is crap in my hair. Okay, so she does that, makes the remoulade, we go home, we miss the boat, so we decide to take the bus, so we don't have to wait in Halifax for a half hour. And then, well, it would be 45 minutes. It would take another 45 minutes to get home, when we could just take the bus, and we could be home in 15 minutes. So, like, well, there's two. I don't like to take the bus by myself at nighttime. Dartmouth Terminal is not the greatest. Once it was shut down because of the amount of police activity that was there. So, it's just at a certain time, like 9:30-ish, usually is like the last I will go anywheres on the bus. Like, I just won't. So, by myself. So it was like 10 o'clock. Shane and I get on the bus, and we drive home. We don't even realize it. She left her backpack on the bus, on the busy bus where the junkies frequently travel. Oh my god. And we didn't realize it until this morning. And it's funny because she was walking up the driveway ahead of me, and I was looking at her back, and I was like, why does her back look different? Because I was just looking at her leather, or her jean jacket. I wasn't looking at her backpack, and that's what it was. Her backpack wasn't with her. And do you know what's in her backpack? Her tablet, her Chromebook, her really expensive tablet that her grandfather bought her, and I'm pretty sure my hairbrush. But whatever, who cares about the hairbrush? I'm doing my hair without the hairbrush. I'm getting ready for work. So as she realizes this, we both slept in this morning. It was like 8 o'clock when we woke up, and 8 o'clock is when she's supposed to be leaving out the house. So we realize, as she's getting out the door, that she doesn't have her backpack. And we're like, oh my god. So we looked through the house, and then could you have left it? Did you leave it anywheres? And she's like, I didn't leave it at work. I had it at work. But she left it on the bus. She left it on the bus. And so I called the bus, and they can't tell me anything. They can't tell me if they found it, if it's in lost and found. I try to call, like, I've called so many different dispatches, different places, like, they won't tell me anything, and I'm just supposed to wait until, hopefully, like, I'm pretty sure that backpack's gone, and, which is, because I don't make a lot of money. I just make enough to pay my rent, and if I didn't work in restaurants, we would barely be able to eat. Like, I don't make a lot of money. It's really expensive to live in Nova Scotia. It's insane. Insane. And, like, I would never in a million years be able to replace that tablet. I would never be able to. Like, I would never be able to replace any of those things that she lost. I put myself in the hole every Christmas because, like, I barely have and her birthday and anything, like, I don't have enough money to do any of that. Even if I save for 100 years, I may barely have enough money. Like, you know? So, I'm really hoping that, you know, and so I'm in the shower, and I'm just, like, we are running out of shampoo and conditioner. I'm on my last hair wash and condition wash out of that bottle. And don't I use the conditioner first? Yeah, I did that. I used the conditioner first. And yeah, so there's that. I still haven't heard from the bus. It's crazy. Like, that loss is, like, it's a catastrophic loss. My daughter's really good at art, and my father came down from Ohio to give her that tablet for her 16th birthday, and so she could learn how to draw on a tablet, because that's the type of style, I guess, that you need to learn if you want to do it professionally. And I don't know much about it. I just know that I need to support her in her passion and do whatever I can to get help if I have to get that. And I asked my dad if he could help with that. I didn't ask for him to buy it. I asked for him to help out, and I was gonna, like, I could be able to afford half of it, or, like, I was gonna ask him, and I was gonna ask my mom, and like, a few other people. I was gonna, like, see if people could, like, go together, and, if everyone puts in $250 for a tablet, then, but my father bought it for her. I'm not editing out anything. I'm just pressing record because it's a Friday the 13th crazy what the heck rant, and yeah. And I understand that there's a bunch of clothes piled on top of my dresser. There's absolutely no clothes in my dresser. I haven't gotten that yet. to that part of my life yet. I don't know. Oh, and you know what else? Okay, so I know there was three things. There was three things on why I made this video. And I'm like sitting here and I'm rambling and I'm like, what's that third thing? This is the third thing. That freaking mofo piece of shit who sits in front of the bank all the time and wanting people to buy a poem. He tried to get my daughter's friend was like, okay, I'll buy a poem from you, and they had $2, and then he was like, you should go over to the bank right here, because he sits in front of the bank, you should go over to the bank and take out $20 for this poem. And if I was editing, I'm not editing, I'm just whatever, I would edit in the poem. It's the shittiest poem I've ever read in my entire life. And I can edit it in the next time and be like, hey, this is the stupid poem. Here, it sucks. And, well, they're like, no, here's $2. And he's like, well, what about $10? And they're like, no, this is $2. So he, like, took the $2 and it was shit and they threw it out and whatever. And I was like, don't give money to that fucking man. Don't. So I'm, like, already stressed walking down to the bank today, and he was around the corner smoking a cigarette, and like he's like, buy a poem, and I'm like, did you just ask me if I want to buy a fucking poem? And oh yeah, I said, like, you have some nerve trying to swindle $20 out of my daughter and her friend, like, for your shit poems that I wouldn't even wipe my ass with. And fuck, what else did I say? I said, no one wants you here. Go away. Go back home. He takes 2 buses to get to my neighborhood. Like, go home to your own neighborhood. Go sell your own poems there. Stay the heck away from mine. And I called him a degenerate, and I told him to leave. You know, 'cause he's a fucking useless fuck. He's a horrible person. He sits outside the fucking bank trying to fucking get teenagers to give them fucking money. Like, fuck you, you fucking piece of shit. Like, he always, like, is, like, he kind of hides in the corner, and he's, like, so he, like, it kind of scares you. Like, there's so many times where I'm, like, walking around the corner, and he's hidden there, and then he's, like, buy a poem, and he scares the crap out of me. I'm like, what the fuck, asshole? Like, what the fuck? It's because he knows he's not allowed there. It's because he's a degenerate. He's a piece of shit who should just fuck right off. Get a job. Like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't. He's a piece of shit. I hate people like that. I don't like that. Like, and Shane said it was, when she read it, I was like, what the fuck is this? And it was like a quote from a comic book or something, so it's not even his own work. I don't have time to do edit for a Friday the 13th rant, or I would put it in, so tomorrow or the next day, I have a few videos that I'm sort of working on, I just haven't had time. It's Christmas time and whatever. Once I do, I'll be like, hey, this is that fucking poem from that asshole. See, this is what he tried to charge these 2 girls $20 for. Alright, well, I gotta go. I have to go. I gotta get ready for work. My hair. This is the final product. Beautiful. Okay. How's your Friday the 13th going?